Marcia Seberg. I work part-time here in the dental school because my experience is for 25 years I've been a counselor. I'm a mental health counselor. I had a private practice in Florida for about 20 years, and then I've been here for about 7 years counseling students.
Okay.
So it's about 27 years I've been in the counseling practice.
Wow.
The other half of the time I teach here in the dental school. I teach behavioral courses. Courses like training dental students to interact with patients that are angry or anxious, delivering bad news, doctor shopping patients, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Stress is really a physiological state that is triggered whenever if you encounter a situation where you really feel like you're not up to it or you can't adapt to it. Okay, that's a pretty well accepted definition of stress. In my years, I've had plenty of periods like that. I can honestly say that this last 7 years working here at the university have been, number one, the most satisfying years. I mean, I love counseling, but was something new, so it was kind of a new adventure. And working with students, I mean, it's wonderful. It really is. And most of you are pretty highly motivated and really want to do what you want to do. It's very satisfying in that way. But the other side of it is, I never realized, and I don't think most people realize, that academia is a highly, highly stressful career. You are under a schedule from the whole university. You have a myriad of bureaucratic things to do, constant meetings. But the big thing is the deadlines. There are constantly deadlines. And everybody is doing two people's work. So I think unless you're talking to somebody who's like in their 80s and they're kind of semi-retired, everybody is overloaded. Don't bother you. The other part of my life that I think was the most difficult, and I think this is true for most people, is family stuff. I mean, we can handle other people behaving badly, but when it's our family, we can't get away, right?
That's true.
Maybe there's someone at home, that is ill. Maybe they have financial difficulties. There are loans that they're supposed to have, aren't coming through. Maybe they have a relationship that was a long-term relationship before they got to school and they had to leave home and leave this person. On and on and on. All the things, maybe there's an alcoholic father or a mentally ill mother, or perhaps, I'm thinking of trying other students, maybe they feel that they don't fit in, with their class, that everybody else is smarter than they are, or everybody else comes from a wealthier family, so they feel that they're looked down on. There's so many issues that students bring. When you're stressed, the first thing I will ask you is, what are you doing to handle your stress? And what do you think I usually hear? Well, I used to, run marathons, or I used to mountain bike, or I used to, cross-country ski or whatever. But I don't do that anymore because I don't have the time to do it anymore. This is when I need it the most. So, my job is to convince these individuals that try it, take some time, get a regular exercise program, 3 to 4 times a week. Start out with a half hour, try to get up to an hour. Exercise, but get enough sleep.
Okay, great.
All right, because that's when you get a chance to kind of recover from all of this. And now we know also that diet is extremely important. That our highly processed foods, high sugar, high salt, processed oils are causing a lot of anxiety and depression, which stresses people. So those things first, those things you can do. But then to learn heart math, like if I'm really stressed with somebody, say I've got to speak to another faculty member about something that's highly contentious, and my heart is pounding because nobody likes confrontation.
Right.
I'll sit down and do heart math, because that's very quickly going to affect my physiology and calm my heart down and allow me to focus and concentrate. Okay, if you're angry or anxious, you can't think. Right?
Right.
Well, the first thing is the professional. Okay, the first thing I would say is you should meditate. Because when you sit in front of a patient, it's like me sitting in front of someone that I'm counseling, you don't want your mind off on the last patient you were with, or the argument that you had with your wife in the morning, or anything else. You want to be fully present. So meditate on a regular basis so you know how to do that. Because unless you meditate, or you came from a family where everybody was fully present, and I haven't met too many of those, you're not going to know how to do that. So meditate so that when you are talking to that patient, you're really there. So you're going to get it all. You're going to get all the information. They will experience you as this calm presence, and that will automatically help them. And then when if you feel that they need help with acceptance of what they're having to go through, either physically and psychologically, because I'm sure that's true of the type of patients that you have, teach them to meditate. But it begins with you. It begins with you. Because I think that whether it's my patients or your patients or a physician's patients are drawn to people who are fully present with them. And that in itself, begins the healing process.
Absolutely.